I got a brand new van and I'm out on my own. This outfit must be crazy 'cause they left me on my own. I'm gonna be fired soon. Wish I could sleep till noon. I'm not lazy, I just don't have a clue. When I went to trade school, it was COVID-19. Only touched one thing and it wasn't a machine. I'll surely be fired soon 'cause I'm an overpaid buffoon. That is my sentence as an HVAC apprentice. And all the super techs say I'll never find my way. They've been doing it for 30 years. But when those old farts finally walk out the door, it'll be to a bunch of cheers. I got a brand new van, I'm out on my own. This outfit must be lunatics 'cause they left me on my own. I'm gonna be fired soon, never should have been hired. I'm not lazy, I'm just an HVAC apprentice. I'm not lazy, just an HVAC apprentice. I'm not lazy, I'm just an HVAC apprentice. EPA 608, I'll get it someday. Oh man, I didn't know whether which camera would be on. I wasn't quite sure if this camera would be on. I'm just never quite sure. And you would have seen this. Let me see if I can't produce this correctly. Oh, hello everybody. How's it going? Let's start. I don't know. I can't move the screen thing now. Nothing's working anymore. You'd see this. This is what you'd see. I was going to do this number right here. It'd be like dun 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 dun. A little bit more epic opening. I didn't do that though. That's just ridiculous. I apologize. I apologize for all this tomfoolery and all this ballyhoo and all this stuff. It's really kind of embarrassing. Man, we'll get to the chat in just a second. I should have moved the chat somewhere else. Maybe I could do that. Maybe that would be a good idea. As you guys can see, I'm here in my shop, my loving shop. I have more gray hair than ever. More gray hair than ever, man. I had this little camera, which I just now did this little trick with. Sorry, podcast people. And earlier, I was moving it around. It would have been great to watch me from like the other side of the room. As you see, just this. You know, me moving the thing around. But I moved around to the bottom here. You know what? Let me just show you guys this horrible thing that's happened to me. It's like a werewolf at midnight sort of thing. Let me see if I can show you guys. All right, let me bring it up here. That's the wrong button. Yeah, here we go. Look at this crap. Look how old I've gotten. There's a light up there. You see that box fan? That's air quality right there. That's IAQ device. Man, what happened here? What has happened? It's crazy. It's crazy stuff, man. Everybody's getting older. Everybody's getting wiser. Yeah, no, we're getting older. I don't know about the wiser part. We're getting older. Just go on the internet. No one's getting any wiser. We're just getting stupider because we're watching the internet. Let me see here. Let me see who's in the chat, because the chat, that's what this is all about, guys. I feed off the chat. Anti-DIY says Shop Talk. He's in shock because we're actually here. Yes, I'm back. The Christmas holiday is over, and it's time to get back to work. Time to get back to work. We have HVACR with Zay, spelled Z-A-Y now, or as I like to say, HVACR with Zay's Auto Repair, HVAC, Electrical, Bakery, Donut Stand, Lemonade Stand, and let's see, what else can we have? Surveying. That'd be good. Clint, what's up, Clint? It's funny because Clint sent me a message on Facebook earlier. It's like, you all right, man? You've been gone for a while. And literally, I was getting ready for this show. I was like, hey, well, you're in luck, Clint. Here I am. And I appreciate that, Clint. That was nice of you to reach out. That was nice, man. Is Zach alive? I don't know. He's not on social media because social media is the devil. Let's see. We have Susan Dunn. Oh, Susie Q. What's up, Susie Q? Ken Casey, my buddy Ken Casey. He's just trying to get a date out there, guys. Jessica Egan, I'm about to mail this thing to you, by the way. I'm sorry. I forgot about it, but I will mail it now that I've seen you in the chat and reminded myself. JPM Barone, nice tune. You like that tune at the beginning? I wrote that myself. Let's see, Mead Gunner. I guess Mead Gunner is like an alcohol drinking thing. Mead Gunner. Because what I realized, there was a customer of mine, or a former customer, as I do not have customers, and he's like a video game freak before, and now he makes mead like it's the year 1300 or something. I don't know when people referred to mead. Maybe they still do, but I thought that was an old-timey thing. But the Mead Gunner, he probably pow, pow, pow every day. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Jessica Egan got to meet Andy Holt. Yeah, Andy Holt seems like a nice guy. Outdoor University. Seemed pretty good. And, yeah, I looked down there and saw the Just for Men thing. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Aging is fine. So Jessica got to meet Andy Holt from Outdoor University. Of course, many of you realize there was a HVAC Symposium. HVAC Symposium is Brian Orr's event. Brian Orr is another podcast you may have heard of. He broadcasts from down in Florida, in the Orlando area, and most of the audience works for him. So that happened. It's like a baby. It's like the AHR pregame show. Then everybody goes to AHR, everybody but me, because I don't care nothing about it. I don't want to go anywhere or do anything anymore. I'm an old person and no longer want to leave my house like a shut-in. And that's only partially untrue. It's true. Actually, it's fully true. So hello to Jessica. Let's see. Let's go down to Mr. Grabakapaka. Hello. Good for you. Good to see you. And Roger G says, just for men, Zach. No, I embrace this stuff. I ain't worried about some gray hair. I'm coloring my hairs. My beard, as you can tell, is a red color. And now it's going gray. It's just a natural thing. I'm hoping that I end up distinguished looking. That's what I'm shooting for, distinguished. You got to care for yourself to be distinguished, though, so that's different. HVAC Tech Wannabe says, glad to see you back. Glad to be back, man. Clint says, need some shop talk. Hey, we're here. Man, I was gone for a while. I didn't want anyone to think I fell off a cliff or nothing, or like it was the 127 hours guy had to saw his own arm off when he got up in the mountains. If someone knows what the name of that thing was, the guy was trapped in the mountains for 127 hours, ended up having to saw his own arm off or chew his arm off or something pretty dramatic to escape. Somebody in the chat can fill that in. It's good to be back. I'm back here. Hey, I'm back here to talk to you guys. That's what I'm here for. And on that note, I have a phone. It's in my pocket right now, and I would love to hook it up because that's the intention here, but I can't because the stupid thing is broke. The charging port is broken. So the little device I plug in to take phone calls doesn't work. And I don't use Bluetooth. I don't have anything that has Bluetooth for that purpose. And I don't like Bluetooth anyway because there's always a latency problem. We already have to deal with enough delays without Bluetooth latency. So I don't know. I'm going to get a new phone or get this one repaired, but it costs the same amount to buy a new phone as it does to repair one. It's pretty insane. I haven't checked on it at all. I'm just stipulating stuff that I'm making up. But I have to get that fixed because I wanted to take calls. I guess we can come on the air, but calls are better because as a podcast, the calls, they sound good on a podcast. You can make those sound good, but people coming on air, on the screen, it always sounds bad because they're always 8 foot away. They don't have a microphone, which they don't have to have a microphone because they don't do podcasts. But I'm just saying, it's better for the phone calls. We'll work on it. Let's see. Roger G. Zach, is your son still in school in Greenville? Nope. Nope, he's not. He transferred schools. Boy, that's a long story. That's a long story right there. And, I don't want the rest of them to go great tonight, guys. I tell you what, before I get to the rest of the chat, okay, it's good to be back, by the way. It really is good to be back. And I look forward to having fun on many, many live episodes to come up here very soon. But, oh my gosh, 2022 was a crap year. For me personally, 2022 was just a horrible, stinky, awful year. And I'm super happy that it's over. And let's get that bad boy out of the way. I'm glad I walked with the good Lord, because it would have been much harder without him standing next to me going, get back off the ground, Zachary. Get off the ground, Zachary. It's going to be fine. It was a horrible year for reasons I can't go into. And for, one day I'm going to go into it, because it's one of those things where so much happened in 2022, so much awful stuff, really, that it's hard to wrap your mind around. And I just recently, speaking to this little break here, was able to kind of unload some of that baggage therapeutically. So, and it was horrible. It sucked. Super duper ultra suck. Okay. It was bad. It was bad. Okay. But he's not in school. He transferred. I can't even go into this. We'll cover this on a different day. I got to space out this stuff. I don't want to be like one of those, like old Jim Luke used to be, for those of you who've been around for a while, the grind my gears guy. My gears are truly grinding with that boy, whom I love. But at some point, I may strangle him to death as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If it's in the news, guys, I'm guilty. Let's see here. Mead is delicious. I never tried mead. I don't know. Well, let's see. Hi, HST from Randy Lass. What's up, Randy Lass? And Joe Shear says, Zach, how you been? I tell you what, Joe. He walks with the Lord as well. Okay? I tell you what. It's indispensable to have him in your life. No eye rolling out there, guys. Trust me. Trust me. It's indispensable to have him in your life with you at times when times are difficult. I tell you what, 100%, I understand it now. For Joe out there, I'm talking to you, Joe. And maybe if Justin's listening at some point, I'm talking to Justin as well. Because I've been on an island by myself for the longest period of time socially. And I tell you what, when the Bible says that new Christians have to be nurtured like babies drinking milk, this is what it says. Okay, for people who haven't read it, this is the truth. It's the analogy is they can't handle the full load, and they have to be nurtured. I truly understand that now. That's all I'm going to say. I understand that now. I tell you what, and it just within the last 48 hours, I understand that. Let's see here. Tristan Thompson says, 1.5 years in the game. Very nice, Tristan. Welcome to the show. I don't know. Is this the first time you've caught the show? That'd be interesting to know. Cannon says, how about clean the charging port on my phone? I mean, I did like the Nintendo thing. Is that cleaning the charging port? I don't know. I haven't messed with it a whole lot. So, and let's see. Good time. I think they're talking about Thomas was at the symposium. So was Jessica. They never got to meet up, I guess. I've watched a video from Thomas where he was at the symposium. It was like a really short video. I saw that. And there's a couple of guys who made it. I saw a video of AK at the symposium. He was alive and well. Old AK, loving the social environment too. He hates it. It's weird because that's his job now. It's weird. Let's see here. Amen to Joe Shear. Yep. HVAC guy says, what's up, Zach? Or is it Zach? No, it's with a K. It's Zach. Zach, HVAC guy. HVAC guy, you got like 1 trillion subscribers, don't you? Big channel right there. Check out HVAC guy. He seems like an all right guy to me. As internet people go, he seems fine. But you know what? Could be a serial killer. I don't know, man. I don't think he is, though. It's a good channel. Go check it out. He's doing really well right now. So, what are we going to do? This is like a first show back. A little informal, a little back and forth. Hey, I do have sponsors. Hey, look. Beckett. Beckett's a sponsor. I even made like a little thingy. I'm not going to waste them, guys. So here it goes. Here's your sponsor dig for today. Oh, I didn't hit the button right. Boy, that really backfired. NAVAC, making your job more enjoyable. NAVAC, the NTB7L. For those of you who you might have saw AK use it, actually, the video I saw, he was actually using this thing. It is a battery powered tubing bender. So there you go, NTB7L. Go check out. Just search HVAC Symposium and filter the videos by last week or so, and you'll see it. So that's a brand new product to go with their other battery powered tools. Oh yeah, NAVAC's innovative company. We have, let's see what else we got here. Let me scroll up. We have old Yellow Jacket. Hey, speaking of that, Yellow Jacket sent me a couple tools, as they do, because they are a sponsor. 10990. It is a neck light. And actually, let's take a look at this. Actually, they sent it to me, and I've been using this. So I don't know how many of you use neck lights. So this takes AA batteries, two AA batteries, one on each side. I think, first of all, I would get rechargeable batteries. Put them in here and recharge them. I don't know how it's going to compare with just like getting Energizer batteries or whatever. I assume they're not going to last as long, but at least you can recharge them. And after using this thing, I think I like it, but I haven't decided whether I like the headlamp more. I like a headlamp. The biggest problem with the headlamp is that sometimes it's like somebody's strangling your head. Like it leaves the red mark straight across your head. And it is like a low level, like Mitch Hedberg used to say, like a sweater or turtleneck is like a really weak guy trying to strangle you. That's what a headlamp's like sometimes. So I like a headlamp. This is pretty good, though, because you don't have any of that issue with this deal right here, if you like them. I'm still tossed up on whether I'd like a headlamp or one of these. I'm using this every day in my, life here. And I like it so far. I burned the batteries up one time already, so I think I'd rather have rechargeable batteries. But besides that, it's pretty nice. So they have a combustion analyzer too, Yellow Jacket, and I have it down here, well, down there, but I haven't brought it out yet or done anything with it. Not too much to check here, but I do want to open it up and show you guys. So I'll do that on a different day. Or we can do that next time I come on here or something, just so you can see it. And let me see. Yeah, I'd be lost without my headlamp. I love a headlamp. As a service tech, I use the headlamp all the time. Now you have lights, and it's so close. I'm going to grab it because it's charging right now. I think I can actually do it with the. Yes. Okay. I got to unplug it off the charger. So I went to my local Tractor Supply and I purchased this light. It's like their deal is Job Smart. That's what they call their tools, like their store brand tools. And it's a light that has like 7 different modes. Now this thing has a magnet on the bottom and a hook on the bottom and functions as a flashlight too. It is not made tough. It is not like a really rugged build. It's on clearance for $7. So, I mean, it wasn't made tough, but I really dig this thing. And you can hang this thing up. I have a room right over there that has no power. And I hung it up in there when I was working the other day. It was nice. It lasts for quite a while. And it actually has a little, let me see if I can do this here without blinding everybody. So I turned it into flashlight mode. You can actually see, I don't know if you can see that. It shows you what percent it is. So it's pretty good. Ooh. So pretty nice. I like this thing. Clearance, it's worth it. Turn it off. Good grief. All right, there we go. All right, now for more sponsors. Let's see who we got left. Here we go. We got old Beckett. I came up with a slogan for Beckett. All right, what I'm showing on the screen right now is the BK17 and 22 condensate series. It's like their everyday, normal, everyday super pump. Okay? The new industrial medium condensate pumps are coming soon, guys. Designed to exceed your toughest job demands for condensate removal, including high-efficiency gas furnaces. Engineered for quiet operation for condensate water up to 150 degrees. And I'll tell you what I did to this thing. I got to take a swig of drink real quick, but just stare at that Beckett on the screen for about 5 seconds. First time back, it's kind of hard to carry the constant conversation for half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it's going to be. So this bad boy right here, I built a little rig and I used my grill to heat water, and I built a coil out of copper, and I was seeing how much heat transfer would take place. And I'm going to tell you what, it wasn't enough because that water was super hot, and I ran that thing for like a few hours nonstop, and that water was probably over that 150, and it did fine. So Beckett gets a thumbs up. And I was thinking about a good slogan for him, be like, If you have a job and you don't use Beckett, you need to check yourself and Beck yourself. I think they should adopt that. I think it's pretty good. Let's see here. We have EWC. If you don't have the EWC app, it's super good. If you like zoning stuff, that is zoning not with a zone valve, but with a forced air valve, that is. This app lets you select the bypass, lets you look through all their products. If you like EWC stuff, do a lot of zoning, this is perfect for you. If you don't do zoning, then this was a huge waste of your time. And, well, actually, just get it anyway because it makes me look good. There we go. I like that. And, of course, you saw at the beginning, True Tech Tools. Shop Talk, save 8%. I shouldn't have done all that screaming the other day. Now my voice is going out. So, JPM Barron says he'd be lost without his headlamp. Jessica Egan says, neck light probably not the best when crawling under a mobile home. I don't know. See, I haven't crawled around with it yet. My voice is already going. This is going to be abbreviated episode, I can tell you. Maybe Zach had modeled them for us. Yeah, well, hey, man, if you want to see me model a neck lamp, I'm pretty sure that'd be all right. There you go. That's how it's going to look. And you can change direction. So I found that if it's pointing straight like this, it doesn't do much for you. But if you do this, this is a pretty good setting right here if you're walking your dog. And this setting right here is good if you're looking farther ahead. And this setting, there's all the settings. So there is no more settings. So it has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's more. Make sure it's right side up. It is. There's 5. There's 5 different ways you can do that. So you do have some variety, and you can aim them different ways too if you want to. So, I mean, it's nice. I've been using it quite a bit. It's just, I'm kind of a headlamp person. So I like headlamps. It's just, eject it. I don't know about that. For a Beckett slogan, Joe, I don't, that just seems kind of, I just went into this whole thing how we're Christians, and that's on the line there. But, don't have to sully our Christianhood. I'll tell you what I did, Joe. Joe, to get myself in the right mindset, I went back just like when I first did a couple years ago when I kind of really dove into the Bible and I read the book of John, and it was great. It was kind of just what I needed. I read the book of John. For those of you who don't know, the book of John is really nice. It's I'd say it's more loving than the other books, but it really emphasizes that love that we get from Jesus, we give to each other and all that. It sounds kind of mushy, but yeah, it makes you feel real good. And now I'm about to see that holy fire come down in Acts 2. And I'm about to say, what's up? So, does it fit on your head? Now, I don't know about that. I ain't putting it on my head. I don't know about that. And I'm not taking my headphones off and wearing it like that. I don't think Yellow Jacket would like that, guys. Like they're watching, right? Let's put it on our head right now. Here, I can do this. I feel like I'm some kind of cyborg. I got actually, if I balance myself just right, this would probably hit the spot pretty good. This would probably be perfect. It feels pretty stupid, but I feel like it worked great. EPA says, what happened with Men with Issues podcast? I'm not telling anything to EPA. EPA is a government organization that works off not being elected. I will not answer to the EPA. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, EPA. Thank you very much. Oh, man. I was going to do some comments and stuff. Let's try to get a couple comments because I know my voice is about to die, probably. So let's see here. I had some Bosch comments. What's with the Bosch, right? Is the Bosch like the only thing that's ever been? Like, people love talking about it. It's super spectacular. In fact, you know what? Thinking about variable speed, I don't have a fake news thing for tonight, but I had one already, and just went in my head. And I was thinking about this, so you know what? We're just going to do it. This is just going to be like a shortest fake news ever. Check it out. In the fake news, the only story for tonight. I like the screen. It looks really authentic news right here, guys. The only story for tonight. Goodman has released their, of course, it's Goodman too. Goodman has released their very first variable speed unit. The Goodman unit is actually variable speed because as refrigerant leaks appear, they will leak at various speeds. That is our news for tonight, and thank you. All right, I appreciate that, guys. And that was the fake news for tonight. Very quick, very quick. So, like I said, there's a Bosch comment. And the first comment I got here, I'm looking at the screen here because I always get a lot of ideas off these comments because just they're so great. Some of them they're just horrible. They're just horrible, and those are the best, okay? Actually, Bosch is not really Bosch. This is the comment. It's Medea with the Bosch logo. Now, let me tell you this, guys. I'm not a philosophizing person, but if your Bosch has Bosch on it, even if someone else made it, isn't it still a Bosch? Where's the other camera when I need it, actually? I need to do that all over again. All right, let's see here. Let me try this again. If your Bosch is made by Medea, but has a Bosch logo on it, is it still a Bosch? I think it is. I think it's still a Bosch because everything is made by somebody else. I mean, we can take that. You ever seen the play Our Town? How it kind of encapsulates and goes higher and higher until it kind of summarizes everything in existence. Says, well, Bosch is made by Medea, which is made by humans, which is made by God. So it goes all the way back up. So I think it's still a Bosch, guys. It's still a Bosch. And there's a little inter chatting in the chat, so we'll let that go. Someone asked me how the Cooper Hunter is doing. I guess, is it a good brand? I think mini splits are all about the same. Or hold on, we're supposed to say Mitsubishi is the best, right? Mitsubishi is the best. Okay. Cooper Hunter is doing fine. It's worked fine the whole time it's been there. It's been there over a year now in my office. It's not my office anymore, but I did put it in there intending it to be my office. Cooper Hunter is doing great. It does great. I hear it running when it's cold, when it's warm outside, and the temperature that's set inside is always the temperature that it is. So that's mission accomplished. Hey, I know they're high efficiency. Speaking of high efficiency, check out my high efficiency heater. That's a single stage kerosene heater right there, guys. High efficiency. Waste nothing because everything, even the flue gases, pour into this room. So you waste nothing. Nothing. No. See, okay. Joe's saying it's Medea. Okay. If Medea makes something and a Bosch logo is put on it, it's no longer Medea. It's Bosch, okay? Like if those little Chinese children build a power tool and then they put Milwaukee on it, it's no longer a little Chinese power tool. It's Milwaukee, right? It's an M18, bro. It's the same thing. Speaking of that, this is a great segue right here, guys. You ever bought drill bits before? Yes, right? You've all bought drill bits before. Well, I've bought many drill bits in my day, and my all-time favorite drill bits as far as twist drill bits is the DeWalt. They put on sale every Black Friday for $9. But I wanted something to drill through some steel, and I have my world-class drill press over here from 1941. And so I purchased these Milwaukee Cobalt bits that cost more. Boy, they're worth it. These things, Cobalt bits are awesome. Okay, they're awesome and really wonderful. Let's see. Thomas Lex says years of inhaling CO2 unburnt and partially burned hydrocarbons. Just love these kerosene heaters. Mike Reed says, how dare you? How dare you, sir? I don't know if that's about the mini split of the kerosene heater, though. So, Mike Reed, be more specific. Which thing am I outrageously wrong on? But they are professionally made in China. That's what's yeah, they do say that, don't they? Milwaukee says professionally made in China. Like the first half of the day, they're making Bauer tools, and then they're like, hey, kids, out of here. And then, like, the slightly older people come in there, and that's your professionally made Milwaukee tools right there. M18, bro, they never break, except a lot of the time they actually do break. So the rest are all the same. All right, let's see if there's any more comments here. Let's see. I made a poll here that how do you measure a man's value and put that on YouTube? So they had a lot of choices. There's devotion to God, devotion to family. I forget what it is. Let me see if I can click on it and see if it pops up, because I don't remember. Why can't I see the poll? Good. 9/11. Hold on. I'm going to find this poll here. I'm probably going to make this stupid video play, so hold on a second. Oh, it says I'm live. That's accurate. Okay, that's good. All right, let's see here. All right. How do you measure a man's value? Wealth, which is money, land, and assets. Status in society or job. Devotion to God, devotion to family, or intelligence. Okay, so in this poll, there's 184 votes so far. Devotion to family is number one at 47%. All right, at 32% is devotion to God. At 13% is intelligence. At 7% is wealth. 2% is status in society or job. So to me, that's interesting. What's interesting is, I guess I'm not super surprised that family is first. Family is very important. Well, it feels like God, family, country. You know how it goes. Just put God first. Christians put God first. So, I mean, the Christians, I'm sure, put God. And then you have guys to put family. And then intelligence is third. Intelligence. Something that people can't even control is third. I find that very interesting. And then, wealth and status are far behind. Now, what would you guys put? Oh, I love that. Adam put the number of Ryobi tools you own. I own a lot less Ryobi tools, which is going to be a problem. It's going downward here for me. Susie Dunn says, my evil ways won't be swayed today. Good night, y'all. Oh, I mentioned God too many times. They're starting to leave. I would more so say how he treats others, including enemies. I consider that God, Ted, because the golden rule comes from Matthew. So that's perfect. We agree. And let's see. I only use the very best of Chinesium. This slander will not stand. Oh, guys. One of the great benefits of having a really awful year in 2022 is that last layer of me caring about stuff is gone now, as far as the extraneous stuff that doesn't matter. It disappeared and melted away like butter, which I think will be very fun for us in 2023. Very fun. I think it'll be great. I'm not even going to use the joke I was going to use because it's inappropriate. Let's skip past that. All right, get past that. I do like that Ryobi Tools thing, though, so we're going to end it on that today. I wanted to come on here. I didn't want to spend a whole long time because I knew it's first time back. My voice was already kind of rough because the other day I was just screaming at the top of my lungs, and I won't go into that right now. It was a ball game. Okay, so I'm going to get out of here. Guys, thank you for hanging out with me for a little while. I will be back. I'll try to get the phones fixed or whatever, or work it out so some of you guys can come on here with me. We'll work on it. How's that? We'll work on it. How nice ambiguous answer that means very little. We're going to effort that, and I'll get back to you. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for tuning in to HVAC Shop Talk, and I will see you on the next one.